Welcome back. And again, kudos, you've made it to the create section, to the phase number 3, create of Get It Out, which means you can now generate landing pages, generate emails, generate presentations, flyers, so much more at the click of a button in your design, with texts, with everything. So kudos for that. And you know what? Let's just jump right in, because I don't want to keep you waiting here any longer. So you go to Get It Out, enter your product, and now what we do is we jump directly to phase number 3 of creating your materials, and we will start with websites. And just in case you've skipped phases number 1 and 2, I gotta say that the better you work through phases 1 and 2, the better the materials you can create in the final step of Get It Out. The idea again was set it and forget it, so you just need to complete the steps 1 and 2 once, set and forget it, and then you can create as many materials as you like. So, going here to websites, this is where all the websites you've generated are already listed, and we will now create a new website from scratch. So let's click the new website button at the top, and this brings us into our website generator. First, you pick a category. Currently we have landing pages, thank you pages, and one-page websites. And let's start with landing pages. And after selecting the category, when scrolling down, you see the different types of landing pages we currently offer. And we're adding new templates every month. So it's always a good idea to have a look at what new templates might be there. Okay, let's do a lead magnet landing page. Let's say you just had this nice PDF checklist created for your clients. You want to offer that as a lead magnet. By the way, this can also just be a simple contact page, or a page where people can sign up for your newsletter, for your free trial. There's all kinds of landing pages. Let's stick with the lead magnet one. And now when you click next, this is the magic part of Get It Out that you see here. Because now to generate that landing page, you do not have to enter a single line of text. You don't type in anything at all, because you already have your strong marketing foundation that you created in phases 1 and 2, right? So now when creating this landing page, you just choose from these marketing building blocks from phases 1 and 2. So that's my lead magnet checklist page. And, well, the first building block the page asks is, well, for which buyer persona should we tailor that landing page? Remember, you can start with one buyer persona, but as you grow, you might have several buyer personas, all with very distinct pains, goals, etc. And now by choosing the buyer persona, all the texts on the page will be tailored to solving that buyer persona's problems or getting them where they want to be. And then after we chose that buyer persona, we can say, hey, which of their main goals that you had found should be prominently featured on that landing page? Well, let's say this lead magnet we are offering, this checklist, is all about data security. Okay, so let's stick with the data security goal. Same thing with the pains. These are all the pains we had found for that buyer persona. Well, let's go for the GDPR and compliance as a main pain. And now this is the main idea again. You don't type in anything, you just choose from those building blocks. And you can do this manually, or you can use my favorite button here at the top right, which is the Magic Select. And Magic Select does this selection down here for you. For example, here you can specify additional pains that should be mentioned on that landing page to create a better connection with your client. And remember, when you go back to the buyer persona video, which I'll link in the description below, we always ordered pains and goals by their urgency, by their impact. And now Get It Out can automatically choose the most important ones for you. Finally, we finish off with benefits. Remember, this really magical element of Get It Out that transformed your features into tangible benefits for your buyer personas. Which one should be featured here on that page? Well, the data breaches. Which call to action? Remember, call to actions were your forms. So here we want this, I guess the lead magnet. So let's take the demo lead magnet form that we have, and which company member of your team, right? In case a person appears on that page. So you just pick from all these building blocks, or if you don't want to do that, feeling lucky, you just use this magic select button. Now when I click next, now this is when Get It Out really gets to work. So now Get It Out is taking those building blocks that you just chose and putting them together into a unique page tailored to that buyer persona of yours in your design. See, this is my demo account, Gordon Internet Security, so it carries their logo. It carries their colors. This is this red color scheme up down here. It carries their fonts, or your fonts, of course, in this case. So colors, fonts, logo, the design is completely done. But apart from that, free PDF because it's a lead magnet. Are you tired of complex GDPR and compliance requirements? See, that's the pain, prominently featured to really get your client. Next one, if you're a small business owner or founder, remember this is the job titles field of your buyer persona. And you see how all the data that you put into Get It Out automatically reflects to build these highly targeted, high converting pages. Right, we got the form in there. We got here, that's the benefit that you chose. Get the best protection possible against viruses. Find peace of mind knowing your company's data is always protected. Remember, we'll also link the benefits video here down in the description. This is the benefit that was created with perfect texts. So now that you got your page, either you take it as is, or of course you can fine tune the elements. So here that's the hero section at the top. So if you open this left editing sidebar, of course you can edit all the texts that are shown here. And maybe here a question mark would work better. So just put a question mark here so you can edit everything. Or here, if you're a small business owner, let's say we wanted to make these too bold. There is actually a way of easily doing that by clicking this little T icon here at the bottom left. Let me quickly move myself out of the way so you can see this. Here we got this little T icon which shows you how to format texts. You can do bold and italic, you can use your colors using the percentage signs, you can include links, and you can even create ordered 1, 2, 3 or unordered lists just by starting each line of your unordered list with an asterisk or using this 1, 2, 3. So these are the formatting options, and there's also a nice help center article linked up here if you want to dive deeper into these. Always click Update Preview after you've made changes on the left, and this gives you your final page. Cool, right? So, the page, again, it's in your design. It has your texts on it targeted to your buyer personas, including your features. It's visual, it carries the images that you had added to your features, benefits, etc. It's complete. So, to finish off, let's just click Save to save the page internally. And then let's see how we can get this page online. So, again, let's leave the editor. And now we've just created a new page called Lead Magnet Checklist. That's the page, and here's a quick preview. You even get analytics later. Okay, so now that we got the page, where can you find that page? Well, just click on the websites link here at the bottom left. And this is where all the pages that you have already created are living. So here we had this lead magnet checklist page. So let's go into that one as well. And now you see you have two options. You can either export the page or you can publish the page directly on Get It Out. So that's the shortest version. And exporting actually means you can even send it to your own WordPress installation. So if you already run your website on WordPress, it's as easy as putting in your WordPress URL, and then you can send the page with this page slug, so your domain / this slug, and you send it directly to your WordPress. So the page lives on your WordPress. Just bear in mind, if you want to make edits to the page, you need to edit the page inside Get It Out and then publish the changes to WordPress. You cannot edit the page directly in WordPress. The reason is that by that we can control the design, the layout, the colors, and it doesn't mess with your WordPress theme at all. So you don't have to worry at all. The only prerequisite we have is that you install the Get It Out WordPress plugin, which is free and which you can directly download from the WordPress plugin directory. So easy peasy. So you can send the page to WordPress here with just one click and it lives on your WordPress page. Or you could download this whole landing page as an HTML file, which includes everything. HTML, CSS, even your form is included. So after clicking that download button, the file downloads and you can upload it to whatever hosting platform or content management system that you use. Just upload, that's it. So these are the two export options, WordPress or HTML to your hosting. But if you want to have real quick online, you hit that publish button here. And this publishes the page on a Get It Out domain, which is sites.getitout.io/your company name/your page name. It's directly there. You can optimize that page name if you want to, hit publish, and now literally with one click, the page gets online. So let's see how this looks like. Get It Out is publishing the page right now. That's it. And after publishing, you see here is the final URL of your page. And I can click on that one and you see it's sites.getitout.io/GordonInternet, which was my demo account, /lead magnet checklist. And here's the page that you just saw in the editor, completely working with logos, forms, everything. The social media icons down here, the terms and privacy links. This comes, set it and forget it. You had put the information in once and now we can generate these pages literally out of nothing. Cool, right? So let's go back and quickly show you a few more examples of pages you can create. Let's make a thank you page, for example. So let's create a new website. Now we want a thank you page. Let's, just a general thank you page. Of course, the thank you page is much easier, right? There's not so much content on it, so we don't need to choose so many building blocks in this step. So in this case, we just want to choose for which buyer persona this thank you page is targeted. And as it's a simpler page, much faster to choose, and there it is. Well, there's not so much to a thank you page, but it's in your brand. You see the brand color, the logo. It has nice pre-written texts. If you need to, you can of course change those texts, adapt them, switch out the background image. Again, this is where we have our stock photos library. So let's say, let's have a happy team there in the thank you page. Let's see what we can find for that one. Okay, here, this one, high-fiving. Let's take these two. Again, if you make any changes on the left, always hit the update preview button. Wow, that's cool, right? Oh, that's a pretty sweet thank you page. Now with these in the background. So let's just save that, publish on Get It Out, or send to your WordPress, and you're golden. Leave here, click save, and that's it. So you see how incredibly easy it is now to create all your landing pages, thank you pages, and websites in Get It Out. And the important thing here to keep in mind, the magic is, this is not just another template that you just use. It's not just another WordPress template you might buy on some marketplace. It's not just a standard template that comes with your Unbounce or Lead Pages landing page builder. The pages you generate with Get It Out are highly targeted to your buyer personas, to your features, to your benefits, to that strong marketing foundation that you had built in phases 1 and 2. This is the clue to that. If you just take whatever template and throw 2 or 3 features on it, your page is not gonna convert. You will not have the impact that you desire. To have the impact, which means to attract your ideal clients and not just whatever, you want your ideal clients, right? To attract them and then also to convert them into happy paying customers, you need to create this rapport and connection. And this is only possible based on the marketing foundation that you can create with Get It Out. So I do know it takes a few hours to work through these steps 1 and 2, but just to motivate you and show you why this is so powerful if you do that. And now just imagine here in the buyer persona section, let's say you have 3 very distinct buyer personas. If I go back to my real estate example, you know, the first-time home buyer versus the institutional real estate investor. Very different. But now, think about your marketing. You want to create funnels, landing pages, etc. for these 2 buyer personas. Well, easy peasy, right? You just go to websites, create a new website. Let's say I need another lead magnet for my institutional investor. And then you just switch the buyer persona from the first-time home buyer to the institutional investor. And that's it. With 1 click, you can create all your marketing materials for a second buyer persona, a third buyer persona. And each buyer persona is like a niche, a market segment that you want to attract. So you can use this to really grow your business by attracting new groups of customers, new niches. But again, don't overthink it. It's a good way to start with just 1 buyer persona if you're starting out as a business, and then later when you grow, you add more buyer personas. And of course, if you're a creative pro or a marketing agency, then this is perfect to manage the marketing foundation for all of your clients. So that then, when you create Facebook campaigns or social ad campaigns, for example, hey, super easy. You don't have to remember all of your clients and all their different buyer personas, etc. Because set it and forget it, right? It's already there in Get It Out. Because, and maybe I might not have shown you that. Let me quickly take you there. Here in Get It Out, when you click the Get It Out logo at the top left, you can actually add several different products or services. And being a creative pro or a marketing agency, these are your clients. So here on this first dashboard, all your clients appear, one below the other. You just click to enter your client, and then you're in his marketing world. You're in this very client's marketing foundation with the features, with the buyer personas you had defined for him, with the benefits. And then you can, for example, create landing pages for his campaigns and use them when you build Facebook ad campaigns, for example, for your clients. Or you can just resell him landing pages and all the other materials. So incredibly powerful what you can do if you're an agency, sort of reselling this, using that to really speed up the way how you onboard your clients and how you manage your clients. Or if you're a startup or a growing business, then you do this for yourself, right? Start with your main product, add your buyer personas, and grow from there. So thanks for bearing with me. Now you've sort of seen how powerful it is to create these targeted materials. Get going and, well, get success, get new clients with Get It Out.